The stock market is booming. That's right. The government is saying that everything is fine in the US economy. And take a look at the statistics here today. US second quarter GDP is up by 4% according to them. This is quite interesting because it doesn't really correspond to what we've been seeing. In fact, in the previous quarter, I did a video about this, they were negative 2.9% growth on the GDP. So they go from a negative 2.9 in the first quarter to a positive 4% in the second quarter, even though nothing of significance has changed. In fact, things are getting worse since the first quarter to the second quarter. However, they managed to have basically a 7% jump. This doesn't make any sense. Now, in fact, the silliness of why they said the first quarter did so bad was because of the weather. And that's the reason that they're using. But I'm going to go into some of the real reasons why this is happening. Dow drops 200 plus points and stocks negative for July. So even though they provided these completely fake numbers, the stock market had actually decreased. Now, why is this the case? Well, I'll get into my own reasons, but let's take a look at what CNBC said. And one of the reasons that they claimed was that what's happening right now in the Ukraine is a big issue. I totally agree with this. The build up to World War III is occurring in the Ukraine. Now, it could be stifled, it could go away, so on and so forth. But it is important. So we'll take a look at that as a very important thing. However, there is much more going on. Nobody in the mainstream media is asking this question, but I want to know why the middle class is 20% poorer than it was in 1984. That is very significant because once you wipe away the middle class, once it becomes insignificant and insolvent, you are no longer having the real economy being driven. That's why they're allowed to pump up this market with all their schemes with the Federal Reserve and giving multiple billions of dollars of bailouts. They can print the money, they can force their way into equities, and that's what they try to do with these schemes. But the fact remains is that individuals themselves are becoming more poor, more cash strapped, and indebted more now than ever before. Housing right now is absolutely terrible with the whole existing home sales and all other statistics that I can provide for you, and I have a million times. But this is the most important factor because a strong country needs a strong middle class, and that is evaporating. You cannot have a 7% jump quarter to quarter unless something very dramatic is happening. At the same time, there are reporting inflation rates that are 2% or less. This can't be done. It's totally fake, and I'm sick and tired of seeing this number, these fictional numbers. I hope you are too. And if you like this type of content, I hope that you will become an insider. It's totally free. It's just good information sent to your email inbox every few days, and that is at themoneygps.com. You scroll down to the bottom, you fill in your email address, and you get those occasional emails from me.